Truck it on.
Doctors, roll out. You're watching or listening to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. We the people, the People's Patriot Project.
Looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and ideas, or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we are the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be a part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Here's the WeP3 Team bringing you today's best heroes hits in the boots on the ground organizations that are saving lives. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left your left, left right your left. You got it.
Truck it on.
Hey, welcome to the People's Patriot Project. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime show that we bring to you every Sunday night at 1800 Central Time, 6 o'clock. It makes sense. We got your 6 at 6. Get it? Some of you might not get that. Anyway, every week we bring you a guest. Many times we have a new musician, and then we share all the good news and sometimes the not so good things that are happening in our world. And tonight, it's not going to be disappointing. We will mention loud and proud tonight, Bourbon Battle Buddies. What a strong supporter of our mission. And likewise, and we have the J Train right here with us every Sunday night as well. Almost every Sunday night. If he takes the vacation, then he's excused. All right. It is 2 July. Can I just say, I know she's probably not watching right now, but it is my mom's birthday today. So happy birthday, Rosemary. I hope your day was amazing. We have some awesome guest tonight. We've got Michael John Geary. He is here with his HELLFISH Haven. He's going to tell us about that. And he also does a live show with Travis Oscar Mike Partington. It's called War. We Are Resilient. I really can't wait to hear about that. And then we also have Becker here. He is going to share some music, maybe a little bit of his background, why he likes music and all that good stuff. And then he's going to debut a new song tonight as well. I am hoping that you see, hear, or learn something new tonight. It's going to be really cool. So stay tuned. Keep your ears open. Jump in the conversation. If you have something to add or a question to ask, please call that out. Shoot, you guys, we're on YouTube. We're on, 7 or 8 different places in Facebook. Later on, I'll download it. We'll be in Rumble, but don't come later because then we can't see your questions. But please do go to Rumble and like us, subscribe if you can. And then we can start doing it live from Rumble. I do want to remind you, if you are coming up as a Facebook user, when you're commenting, and if you prefer to have your name there, use this link that'll be showing up in just a minute here to go in and allow StreamYard, which is what we do our broadcast on. It'll allow you to use your name while you're on Facebook. So go ahead, and I'm sure somebody, I only have one screen, sorry. So it is on the thing right now. We do have a pledge, and someday we're going to do. So we know why we get to do this. Thank you to the service members and the first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and lives to give us the freedoms that allow us to do what we do daily. Oh, I feel like it changed a little bit. to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily. Before we do get started tonight, I'm going to ask that you stand if you can, take off your hat, cover your heart, and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
of America
and to the republic
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice
for all.
We got to work on our rhythm, man. We got to work on our rhythm.
Okay, so I'm trying to stick with the words, but I think our computers aren't doing the words all at the same time.
It may not be. It may not be.
That's okay. We got it. We got it. We just started having our musicians sing it for us in a cadence.
Sing the pledge.
Sing the pledge.
Absolutely. Real quick, first of all, happy birthday, Miss Rosemary Noble. I don't know what you did. You didn't deserve but thank you for being with us. I mean, I can't believe.
Don't talk about my sister like that.
Well, she's. I don't know. I should just keep my mouth shut. This is where Mark needs to take a step back. I'm going to real quick also shout out a new person in our network, Mr. Dave's Inc. You might guess what Mr. Dave's Inc. does, but I've been doing a little shopping around, and I think this is the guy that's going to be adding some maybe WeP3 green to the canvas. So just want to give a quick shout out to him because I do see that he's on. He's actually doing screenshots on another thing that I'm doing here. And then we got a bunch of people in the house tonight. We got Jeremy Daniels. Good to see you, brother. Brian Gibson with Project Die Hard out of Kentucky, Illinois. He's right there on the border. Derek Iozio. Happy 4th of July, brother. From down in San Antonio, Catch 22. And with Jeremy, all of them, and Dave's Inc. Thank you, brother. Excited to do some stuff. I saw Mr. Chad Hutto added some stuff to the canvas this week, and
Here we go.
Let's just do we're going to do it. If you're in the Minneapolis area, did I say I said San Antonio, El Paso? I'm sorry. What's that Pace commercial? Rope. Get a rope. I told Lo, I will mess up something tonight.
Yeah, Lo is not in the East either. We had that conversation already.
Happened.
Michael, yeah, we'll get there.
If you are in the Minneapolis area, give Davis Inc. a little check and see. He's got he's pretty talented. I haven't seen the stuff live yet, but I like what I've seen. And I'm going to tell you, I gave him my budget, and he said, "Oh, we can do that for not even close to that." And I'm like, "The more ink, the better. Let's get her done." So it is what it is, and so I won't sit here and doit over it all night long. We'll make that seat time happen, brother. Thank you. Shots fired. Yes, Jeremy Daniels. Good having you, brother. And I owe you a phone call. I do know that you sent me your number last week, and Jeremy is with us every week. I love what he does, and I do owe you a phone call. We've been busy. Jonathan, you've been busy. You've been busy enough you didn't know you're going to make it tonight, brother.
It's perks of being an AC man and 110-degree temperatures.
Did we see Brian Roof in the network out there with Saturday? We saw that out there. Okay, good.
Sweet.
What is in? Yeah, I know, Jeremy. TikTok. What's in the news, brother?
Well, today is Made in America Day, and I don't really have a whole lot of information to share. It kind of speaks for itself. But there is a cool website that I'm going to put up here that you can go and check out any product made in America. And give me a second, I'll throw that up.
I checked it out.
You
Thank
can
you for
shop,
sharing it.
and you can shop all things made in America by going to
Is
that.
Spotted Cow beer on there?
Well, almost all things made in America.
You know, Eichmann followed through this week on a commitment that she said she would to get done, and she got her
Like
done, but it's almost
6
already
months ago.
gone. Yeah, it's almost already gone.
What?
What happens when you have 22-year-olds in your house and they bring their friends over? Dang it. They don't touch the bourbon shelf, though. I'm telling you that right now. They might do that too.
I would if I was there. Just saying.
I would.
I interrupted you,
I did
Jonathan.
July 3rd is Start the Conversation Day. This is a day to check in on your loved ones and ask about their mental health. Mental health can cause people to socially isolate. So check in on people you haven't heard from in a while. Reach out, let them know that you care about their well-being and that you just want to see them doing good. And of course, July 4th is Independence Day. And we all know the history of Independence Day. It's the birthday of our great country. Tonight, rather than going over the history, which we should already know, I'll share a few slightly less known facts, at least to me, about Independence Day. John Adams wrote to his wife on July 2nd, Abigail Adams, and he used these lines talking about the 4th will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival, and continued to write, pomp and parade, games, sports, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of this continent to the other. And it kind of sounded like John Adams had a pretty good idea of how we were going to celebrate the birth of the nation for generations to come. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams were the only two signatories of the Declaration of Independence that would later serve as presidents of the United States. Both men would also die on the same day, July 4th, 1826, which was the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. James Monroe, who did not sign the Declaration of Independence, but was considered one of the founding fathers, would also die on July 4th, but in the year 1831. And the only president in history to have been born on Independence Day was Calvin Coolidge in 1872. Whatever it is you do to celebrate 4th of July, just remember that there was a sacrifice by a lot of great men and women so that we can have the freedom of this great country. And remember that when you're celebrating life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. It's not guaranteed. You're just guaranteed to try in a free country. I want to do a little bit of trivia if everybody's all right with that. We had United States Flag Day 2 weeks ago, maybe. But anyways, there was a little piece of trivia that I'm going to ask about Flag Day. The United States, how many United States flags in history did not have a linear star pattern? And we'll come back to that later.
Wasn't it 2?
I'm going to say
Incorrect.
5. I think it's 5.
Also incorrect.
You don't ever say that to me again.
Mark is right. It was 10. It was actually
Good job on that one.
the first flag with 13 stars and a circular pattern was the only flag that didn't have stars in a linear pattern.
Well, wait a minute, because what about, and I don't remember the exact titles of the flag, but the Don't Tread on Me flag, that counted as an American flag.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to argue. I'm arguing.
It appears that while the show continues, I will be doing a little research so that I can win this argument. Hopefully.
What about the Confederate flag? That counts as an American flag, does it not?
Negative.
No?
It wasn't adopted as an American flag. No.
Okay. All right. I can eat that one. And I know that, but you could also argue that's a linear star flag as well. I mean,
So was it 1 or 10?
It was 1. It
was 1?
It was the
See, I thought it was
flag
2 because of
13 stars.
the other one, the Don't Tread on Me one. Because I know the circle one, but then I was like,
yeah.
what's that other?
Well, and there are some arguments that the circle one didn't actually exist. I mean, I just been down. I know I've seen it. So how can it not exist if you see it?
It was on the internet.
If there's no pictures,
Google has it up.
Right.
There's proof that it was in this world.
There is proof. I saw a picture of it on Google. Yep. So, are you done with trivia, Jonathan? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We also have another major news subject matter in the fact that because of Michael Madsen and Foxhole Internet Radio Network, WeP3 Radio will be again live starting on the 4th of July. We will get those links out there. It's up and it's ready. It's ready to roll. Thank you, Michael Madsen, for all the hard work and effort you did in putting that together. We've been running for 2 years, and we've had a little window here where we weren't running, but it is exclusive veteran and first responder music on WeP3 Radio. And all of the musicians you've heard on We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. And if you've seen us in the, excuse you, Jonathan, jeez, grizzly bear down south. Oh, we got live mics. We're excited. We're excited. And hello, Becker. It's like talking to a brother that I haven't seen for a minute, and I just met you an hour ago, man. And I say that he's going to go back and play with the Ivories here in a moment, back there on the piano. Yeah, Jeremy Daniels got you, Jonathan. You're on call now. Boom. Boom. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes you're just sitting there and you never know what happens, and then you just, oh, Andrew, was that you? Jeez, another one.
Shots fired.
Wow, Peterson.
Here, let's Jonathan. There he goes. Jonathan live. Don't give the toys to Peterson. Jeez, Louise. All right.
It's like he found it again. It was lost. Now it's found.
Grow up,
I thought you could have had that wrong button up again.
Well, what stinks is I get playing with this thing and then it stops doing what it's supposed to be doing, and so I can't get it off the page, so I can't do the fun stuff anymore. So everyone's safe. I'm done for the night. Unless there's any swears, I can get we'll get that covered, all the swear words for the night. Hello, Becker, back to you, brother. Yes. Coming in from Colorado, coming in hot. Spent his big portion of his life out in that. See, they call Minnesota Midwest, but you know what? That Wyoming, Montana, Colorado area, that's true West. That's the true West.
Yeah, I like it out here. It's definitely. You got the mountains, the ranges. There's just a lot of nice things out here.
Can you see Pikes Peak from your doorstep?
Not from where I'm at. I'm out by the airport.
Oh yes.
Pikes Peak's more down south than the Springs.
Sure. All right. Tell us about your service, brother.
I joined the Air Force. I actually wanted to join the Marine Corps. My dad was in the Marine Corps. So in high school, I was like ready to go, and my dad said, "If you join the Marine Corps, I'll kill you." I was like, "All right,
Oh.
well, I just didn't want to die." Didn't have the greatest experience, so obviously there's that reason. But had one of my best friends growing up was in the Army and stuff, and wanted to do like some sort of special forces and stuff. So I ended up joining the Air Force because I guess that's what I've been told was the smarter way of going. By all means, I'm not smart. I just passed the ASVAB enough to get in.
There you go.
So,
That's stinking ASVAB, I tell you what.
yeah. So loved it. Got to see went to a lot of places. Was in DC when 9/11 happened, when the Pentagon got hit and stuff. So that was kind of strange. Dealt with all that and got out, started trying to figure out where I wanted to go. Went a lot of years. I guess a lot of people do that and stuff, and then just my body just kept running down and got to me to the point where everybody said like, "Oh, you have a pretty good voice," and I love singing, love music, and picked up a guitar about 3-4 years ago, 3-ish years ago. Quit my job and was like, I'm gonna hit this music thing. So it was during all of COVID, so I picked a perfect time to do it, and went out and started just writing music and I guess see what came about. And I went to the VA, and one of the counselors was like, "Hey, why don't you start writing in a journal?" And I wasn't really all keen about that, so she just asked what I thought would be fun, and said, "Well, I like singing and doing music." And then she kind of gave me that little spark to, why don't you write some songs and stuff, and you don't have to sing it, you don't have to tell anybody about it. I was like, all right, I'll try that. So started my musical journey.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your military experience influenced you at all in your music world?
Yeah, it was so I know that like a lot of us, have been through crazy things in our lives and stuff, and just trying to find an outlet. There's something. I guess I came to the terms of like, this is never going to be better. I don't think it's ever going to get like it's not going to be fixed. There's nothing that's going to change like what's going on in my head, my feelings and stuff like that. But trying to find outlets to calm it down, to bring it back down. It's just finding that outlet, and music to me had always done that. It just, there's songs that, growing up or even like hearing now to this day, it just takes you back to like those memories and stuff, the good ones and the bad, but it just brings you back to different places and stuff. And I thought, well, if I could write a song that maybe could help somebody or help myself, why not write about it? So for myself, it's this. There's a lot of things. I love being outdoors. It's like the other thing of being out here in the West as well. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things that definitely has helped me cope mentally.
I love it. And I mean, I love it because I've heard the music already. So, I mean, there's a lot of pieces that, which song do you want to lead off with tonight?
So I thought we could do, it's called Do It Again. And then a little bit background on this one is, when I wrote this one, I had to tell my wife, I'm like, okay, the song, it has a little bit to do with you, but not like all of it. So, it's just one of those songs that, it hit me. And then also, to share a little bit background too, is one time when I played this at a little shop and there was a gentleman there, and he fell in love with the song. And like I said, there's songs and music that will hopefully resonate or hit somebody where it just takes them away and stuff. And it hit this gentleman, and I was surprised because when you hear the lyrics and stuff like that, I was kind of taken back by, he'd never been in a divorce, never been through the heartaches and stuff like that, or bad relationships to get to the good ones, but it resonated with him so much that he's like, he wanted to buy it from me. He's like, this is going to be a #1 hit song and stuff. And it just got to him. And that was like the first actual true fan that I had. And I didn't hear back from him for through that year. He wanted me to go play at a show or play just a private event for one of his birthdays. And he ended up that week actually getting brain cancer. So he went through like treatments and stuff. And then I went and ended up playing for his birthday last year. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. He passed away. But that was kind of humbling to finally actually, because that's the one thing I said, if one of my songs actually reaches out or hits somebody, that would be pretty awesome. And it did. So thought I'd share this one with you. This one goes up to Brian. I know he's up there listening. This one's called Do It Again. If I had the chance to start over, would it be the same? If I had the chance to live a life, would I be the one to blame? The little lies, the compromise, fake friends never recognized, heartaches and the jealousy, you never saw the best in me. If I had the chance to do it over, would I do it all again? If I had the chance to start over, would it all end up in flames? If I had the chance to live a life, but I still play your games, deeds been done. You thought was fun, you didn't care, I guess you won. Is love not real, is love not true? I wish I'd never trusted you. If I had the chance to do it over, would I do it all again? Again. The tender touch of your skin, would I do it again? Your warm body next to mine, would I do it again? That sweet smile that showed me you cared, would I do it again? Would I do it again, do it again, do it again? Would I do it again, do it again, do it again? Would I do it again, do it again, do it again? Would I do it again if I had the chance to start over? I would do it all again. Boom.
That's touching, awesome.
That's the real stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's the real stuff. We had a chance to talk to Lowell before the show, and we always give our artists a chance to decide their media, the delivery, because some want to just go with a live recorded piece. It's guaranteed, but it doesn't necessarily share the emotion of the song. And and I personally like it when they come on and play live. We do run into some issues when we do that on occasion, and no issues on this one. And absolutely loved the message and the whole part of the song, and just the story in front of it too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you do it again? Is one of our Facebook users. Again, if you're not coming up as a registered member, it's not that you're not wanted. We let us know who you are and what you're doing, and if you do the link that we provided, we can hear you. We'll be able to. Bobby with awesome. What a saint that man is. Texas Fallen. Love seeing Bobby's stuff, and we can do it again. Low Becker will do it again. You're going to hear Low Becker here real soon on WeP3 Radio, starting on the 4th of July. Texas Fallen Project. I forgot the project. Sorry, Bobby. All respect. Inc. Just gotta ride me. That's what it's coming down. Boom. Got it. I know
You
that
might be on that big speedboat.
the what?
You said he might be out on that big speedboat yet.
I
saw him on
out
earlier
there.
today.
Yeah, I did see him out there doing that. I've seen Mr. Gary try to come in. He was here. I know, I'm confident he's going to keep trying, and it is what it is. He says he's running into a little technical difficulty, but we want to hear what HELLFISH. I have absolutely messed up every part of that promotion all week long with the name of his organization and, of course, his personal name. That always helps. He's one of those guys that has he's got 2 first names, and that throws me off all the time. Bobby's heading home now, looking like a lobster. Well, could look like a pork butt, so I guess it could be worse. Could be worse.
That's kind of funny, not funny, I guess.
I know, right? I know. I saw something going on here.
What did you see going on?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Jonathan is asking, is he dragging or am I dragging? Can we tell?
I can't tell.
Okay.
Well,
It might be me then. I think I started talking at the same time as Peterson. Oh.
clearly, it's probably me dragging.
No, Jeremy said it's me.
We
You
so
messed up
appreciate
one time.
I want to hear the banter of our guests tonight, but we're going to keep rolling as usual and keep doing what we do with what we got. What we got is superior, so I can't complain about that at all. But we've got Mr. Low Becker and the Low Becker. You want to do a shout out to your band members?
Go low. Solo.
Going solo. All right.
Low is going solo. Yeah. We after certain things, and some of the dirty deeds on the topic on
Well, I apologize.
why I
for
went to
even
go
bringing
solo.
that up. I apologize.
It's all good. Yeah.
You're
No,
not-
Remember that part before when I said, "Is there anything we shouldn't talk about?" That probably should have been.
Yeah, I did not say like, hey, don't talk about that. Don't bring that up.
Don't bring it up. I should have written that in the notes, actually. Is that funny?
Yeah, it's all good. My I changed over to doing solo for a bit after we had a baby 2 years ago, so trying to keep these musicians and stuff. I'm not one of those. I'm not I'm one of the starving. I'm not a starving artist. I actually work full time and kind of just do this to keep my sanity.
Yeah, you're not the only one. We hear that. Hear that all. It seems one or the other. Either everybody has to understand the working world, or everybody has to understand those who don't work outside of their music, and then it gets hard to mesh those two. The music people are music all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, and wonder why you can't be there.
Yeah.
Every day, every night for practice, and that can't work all the time.
Yep. A lot of hours, a lot of dedication. And then just, I think a big part of it too is like finding the right people. When I first actually started this, I wanted a full band of veterans, or, they could active duty, whatever, but just military people in general. Didn't think about the first responders, but like actually I worked in a prison, so I did the law enforcement, but I didn't. But there's few and far between. My drummer was at one point, he was a vet, and then it was just like he had to drive so far. He was down in the Springs, opposite ends of town, so it's a little hard for rehearsals and stuff. But yeah, just out here, there's most of the musicians are in like multiple bands. They're the true country players are either playing with like 5 different country bands, unlike Nashville. So when I actually cut my album out in Nashville, it was all Nashville musicians. So I had the pleasure of meeting some pretty humble and successful musicians. It was Garth's keyboard player. He did a few of my tracks, and I had no idea. He's just like, "Hey, you ever watch Garth, or did you go see Garth when he was out in Denver?" And I said, "No, the tickets were like $600. It was ridiculous." And that was for the nosebleeds, And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Well, if you ever get a chance to see him, I play for Garth Brooks. I'm one of his traveling." I was like, "Oh, well, thank you for playing on my track."
Yeah,
So
that's way cool.
Do you want to hear a Garth story?
Oh,
yeah.
Story time with Peterson. I got my blankie. Ready?
Well, it kind of saying that actually kind of ruins the but so in 1991, I'm in Minnesota. The team I'm playing for at the time, kind of because of winter, we ended a week earlier, other than the NCAA, and so at the same time, there is a college still courting me to come and be part of their team, and so me and a bunch of my friends said, "Hey, I'm invited to this game. You want to ride back out and do this?" And so we loaded up my Ford Mustang GT. You can fit like 20 people in there. Cannot do that.
Football players? That's awesome.
We put 5 and only 3 can fit. So that's we weren't Peterson size back then. Much healthier, we'll say it that. So my friend that I'm bringing back, who's from the state of from Wyoming, is dating Miss Rodeo Wyoming at the time, and he's like, "Well, we've got this concert out there. We can go backstage. We can hang out, whatever." And so, 1991, not everyone has cell phones, so we get to Spearfish, where although she's Rodeo Wyoming, is going to Spearfish, North Dakota. Thank you, South Dakota. Know my geography. Spearfish, South Dakota, and they're going to meet us in Laramie at the Blimpies. There's a Blimpies and we're going to meet. You had to do this back then. We're going to meet on Friday at 6:00 at Blimpies. Okay. Well, if no one shows up at 6:00 at Blimpies on Friday, when we didn't have cell phones back then, there's no way of knowing where, who, how. He's from Cheyenne. We're in Laramie, but I can call to his house, but I know he's not at his house. So we're just kind of stuck. And so I sit there and I go, my best friend, I'm staying at his house. His name is last name Wiener, which makes it even funnier. I'm like, hey, there's supposed to be this concert tonight up there at that basketball court. You want to go to that thing? And we're like, say, yeah, I've heard. Well, we've been listening to this new dude on this cassettes because we had cassettes back then, and we were kind of digging the songs a little bit and everything. So we walk up to the stadium, walk up to the ticket counter. Hey, can I get a ticket? Tickets here. There they are. We walk in. This is, and I can't say it's clearly not his first, but 1991. This is Garth.
I was going to say it was a Garth story.
This is the Garth story. And we walked up. A year later, you cannot get his ticket. Every ticket that he's in and every venue is going away on lotteries. And so I did win a couple lotteries here in Minnesota, but just to think, kind of part of that, the part that sucks is Miss Rodeo Wyoming had the damn backstage passes that we never could connect so we could be hanging out back there with Garth. Never could.
Yeah.
So
unless you have a pager back then, but most people couldn't afford that.
Not quite pager time. Not quite pager time then either. It
wasn't then. Oh
no, not quite. Well, and it doesn't help. We're all from Wyoming. Let's face it. We speak with smoke signals most of the time at that time, and so that was. You shot 3 shots in the air with your 308, and
Is it safe to say you weren't the first people to get cell phone towers?
Maybe. So, no, that's cool. It's amazing with the network of musicians we have and the people. We just had Scotty Hastings get a chance to do some work with Dolly Parton, who is I almost said Vietnam vet. He is not a Vietnam vet. He's an Iraq vet, combat wounded soldier who had been shot 10 times. And so they get also one of the band members that we had for the Nashville Takeover was in Dolly Parton's network and played in her band at that time as well. And so it's fun getting to see and hear the connections. And you're right. There are a ton of humble musicians, and one of the guys we're working with, and I consider him royalty, and he's humble as hell, but played with Chris Ledoux and Blake Shelton, and he's working and helping us. That's a major announcement coming up here soon, folks. I've been pulling on the reins for a long time on this one, but we're close. We're super close.
It's just
I actually played up in Greeley Stampede and was not really I guess you could call it the opener for Chris Ledoux band. We played the stage before Chris Ledoux. Yeah, it was fun. And then my buddy played the drums for him when he was out here 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, 2 years ago. Jeez, it's already time flies.
Yeah, hang on tight. Hang on. Older you get, the quicker it goes.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Is Mr. Michael going to make it, Mr. Brewery?
Yeah, I didn't. I told him I saw him come in, and now I don't know if he's coming. I was dying to hear the Hellfish Haven.
Well, we're not.
I wrote a song. I wrote a song about why aren't we fishing? I love fishing.
What do you fish for?
Anything. I fish for the beer. I fish for the seeds. I fish for the buzz. I fish for the blue skies, the rain.
Little sun.
I'll go out and
I usually
set
fish
up
for sticks.
You what?
I usually fish for sticks.
For sticks.
Don't you?
I like sticks. Yeah.
I like fish frying.
Oh, the fish sticks. I get it.
Fish
But,
sticks.
I was going to say, don't you fish for gators down there in Louisiana?
No, I've caught a few, but no.
Have you caught a gator?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I do nothing, but I have friends that are crazier than me, and they get that bait back because $5 is $5, you know.
Holy cow!
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the string and let them have it, kind of guy.
Yeah.
I would have to play a little bit. I know I would. I wouldn't just be able to do that. Those lures are expensive.
That's what he said when he pulled it out of the alligator's tongue, and I'm like, no, man, no, it's not worth it. I'll buy another one.
Is this Bobby again? I'm doing an event for the first Marine Medal of Honor recipient from Vietnam War in the 9th.
It must be.
Bobby's a beast.
Bobby. I'll have to go take a look and see.
Yep. He says yep.
Oh,
I can hear his tone and attitude in that yep.
Yep.
Yep. Bobby.
Jeremy's a Toys R Us kid. I like it.
I'm not old.
So do you have a song about fishing, though?
Why aren't we fishing?
It's not on the list, but you can play it if you want to.
Oh,
putting you on the spot.
It's out there streaming on the live platform, so all the platforms out there.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll get that link up too here. Thank 'em. Tell us about Thank 'em.
So Thank 'em was actually my first song that I wrote. The first song that I cut was a kind of a tribute to my dad. He was a musician. He wrote a bunch of songs, so he didn't finish this one. It was just written on paper, so I thought I'd play tribute to him and then collaborate with some of the words that he has. That one was called Wanted Man. So that was my first single that I cut, but Thank 'em is actually the first song that I wrote. That was like when I was just kind of like thinking about everything, my service, about just, you know, vets and the military in general and stuff. So this is the song that I wrote for that. And then I've been fortunate enough to play this. I played this for Veterans Day last year out in Anthem, Arizona. It was a memorial that they have out there. It's a huge event. There was like so many people out there. There were like veterans from pretty much all the eras. It was crazy. It was crazy. So, but it was fun. I was honored to be able to go out there and play this for them. So this one's called Thank 'em. Thank 'em for the service, for battle survived, the freedoms fought for in a country with pride. We fight for the freedom, the red, white, and blue, the future of a country. We hold what is true. Thank you. Thank 'em for the service, families left behind, leaving at a country. Uncle Sam says it's time. We raised our hands to protect and defend. We may not come back, but we'll fight till the end. We fight for the freedom, the red, white, and blue, the future of a country. We hold what is true. We fly Old Glory in our yard day or night, and thank 'em for the service. Remember why we fight. Oh, why we fight. Thank 'em for the service, coming back from war. You may not understand what we fight for. Now we fight our feelings, 'cause we hurt inside. 20 too many times I hear a soldier just died. Yeah, we fight for the freedom, the red, white, and blue, the future of a country. We hold what is true. So fly, oh glory, in a yard, day or night, and thank 'em for the service. Remember why we fight. So when you see servicemen and women that are dressed in uniform, or that vet wearing that hat or vest from the time they had served, remember these simple words. Thank you for your service. Thank 'em. Yeah, thank 'em. Thank 'em. Thank you for the service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for the service. Thank you for your service.
Not said enough.
Yeah.
Not said enough. And we had a little bit of that conversation before in the pre-show. Is my service was for me, and but I'm never. We always say take it with a bit of grace, and we talk about that when it comes to Memorial Day and Veterans Day and Happy Memorial Day. Okay, you can be that person if you want to get all uptight. No, it's not necessarily a day to be happy about, but you know what? You sure in the hell should be happy that you're here. And that men and women have laid it down so that you get to experience that barbecue day now. I do want to say the word or the name Clarence Beck. One of our, and I know it's Bobby, but Bobby sharing that he lost a good friend, World War II Navy. Who knows what a coxswain is? Anyone know what a coxswain is? Coxswain. Maybe we do the classic teacher wait time so people can answer on the old messenger. Coxswain is the guy or gal in today's Navy. Pretty sure in 98 it was a guy, but someone saying a boat driver. Yeah. Some people say the steersman, or boat driver. That works. Yeah, that's what a coxswain was. But I do want to say, I meant just say, put Clarence back out there, 98 years young. Thank you for your service, brother. Mission over. Enjoy where you're at, man. Great story. I wish more people. He's the guy that dropped the Marines off on the beach. I love it. Those little little 17 to 21-year-olds. Not to, I mean, that's if you watch those photos and look at those who are the ones that are being dropped off. It wasn't the old geezers being dropped off there. Old guys like Jonathan, old man Crochet.
Well, we did the other day. They said he would, the oldest person to be dropped on the beach was like in his 50s.
That's still pretty old.
It was I can't remember exactly the age or whatever, but yeah, it was. That's crazy. To think how many men were dropped there that day, and that was the oldest person.
17 to 53, Jeremy Daniels says. I know the 53 ones are the old ones, but that's of course, typically a 53-year-old at that point had just spent almost 30 years in the military at that point. Just to let you know, maybe more. So craziness. Thank you for your service. Thank them. And that's one of the pieces. And I know a lot of our veterans, and we support first responders as well, don't want to be recognized. They did it for them. They wanted to do it. You'll know some that they'll wear their campaign hats or their boat hats and stuff like that. I would like, if I could make the world a better place, so to speak, I'd like them carry a green crest. I think that would be beautiful. Just it's the shock and awe. You can see us. We can't hide from us. We're here. You don't have to share what you did, when you did, how you did it, but just I think we're at that place in time, in my opinion. This is my opinion, where you should be recognized for doing something above and beyond. 90% of this country gets to lay their big fat heads on the pillows of freedom daily without worrying about how they got that freedom to lay that big fat head on that cushy little pillow they have. But they can sit and gripe and complain about what they don't have. Like Johnson said earlier, you're given the opportunity, the pursuit for happiness. You're not guaranteed it. If you're going to sit there and will it on it, it's probably not going to happen. And this is my soapbox moment. We'll switch it up a little bit, and then we'll move it to this bad boy. We talked earlier, even in I wish I'd have had one of these in 1991 as I was heading into Laramie, Wyoming, and to go see Garth Brooks. But I didn't have one of these, but I do have one now. And what they do and work really well as I'm sitting here jabbering, someone send me a message. Bobby Withrow, send me a message. Send me a picture. Oh, he sent me a picture, I believe. Now, this is terrible because I wish we could just plug this in and bring it up. But I believe this is a picture of Mr. Clarence Beck.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So it'd be really cool to have that technology.
Nice.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Plug it in and go on. He looks like a young feller there. And the really fun part is I got Adam Jones send me. He's down in Georgia with Feed the Heroes Foundation, and they're setting up a new little thing in their world, and they made sure to show me that they got their flag is posted right now, so everyone can hey, Mr. Red, White, and Blue, that flag, that old glory. Thank you for your service. Thank you for flying over this country and giving a purpose. That's where I think you needs to be too. And I think, and I don't know if many of you watched this show the other day, and this is where we get into those controversial. And I said we have too many effing flags. I stand by that. I still stand. I may have said a little bit more fruitfully with more vigor. Put that red, white, and blue where it belongs, and that's at the top. Period. That's why you don't see it in our branding, and because it's above anything we're doing, and that's what we fight for. There was an organization. Now I'm on my soapbox, Andrea. I apologize. I have a chance to represent an organization, whether I want to or not. And said organization has we'll call it a banner for right now. And someone asked me, would you fly this banner? And I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't take a can of corn to the head as I'm walking down the street carrying the banner. It was a Green Bay Packer flag. No, I'm joking. It wasn't.
Denver Broncos.
Would I take a can of corn to the side of the noggin for carrying an American flag? I honestly would. I would fight you for it. At the same time, I would also not graciously bow out if you wanted to take the opportunity to not be nice to the flag that I respect. I wouldn't graciously bow out, and you might get some words from me. I don't know. I love the classic TV experiences when someone will get on the baseball field and will try to burn the flag in, and the player would come and steal the flag. And I know there's a reference to that, and I'm sorry I don't remember it right off the bat, but one of our great historians on here will remember some of those views back in the 70s. And I'm bouncing all over the place. I apologize, but this is what happens, Mr. Becker. Hang on, okay?
All right. I'm fine.
Back
A
to
day
the
in the
show.
life and mind.
We all have the chance to be part of a proactive mission. And I full-heartedly believe. Amen. Amen. Don't sweat that. We good. You should hear Crochet's kid all the time.
Earned himself commissioner spot.
And then we got Eichmann's dogs normally barking in the background. Oh, it just fell out of the couch just like that.
Say hi.
Hello.
Buddy.
This is Rylan. Say hi, Rylan. Say hello.
What a rock star.
Not
Did you play the
shy.
guitar yet?
Oh.
You can play the guitar,
You
can't
can play
you?
the guitar? You want to sing Peaches? he loves that Mario. The Mario.
I just watched Jack Black. Some kid did this huge, what do you call it? Viral video of this kid playing Peaches in front of everyone, and it was just like, I had to do the research. Jack Black on Mario does. Did you know that, Andrea?
I
You
did
got
not. I did
500
not.
grandchildren. You don't know that yet.
I did. They don't get to watch TV, so.
Oh, Jonathan, does your kid know how to sing Peaches? No. All right.
No.
What?
My son, every chance that he gets, he'll just do the Peaches.
Peaches. That was
He'll say the Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong too.
I love it. I love it. We'll get
2
through
years
this
old.
eventually.
Oh yeah.
Take your phone
Singing.
and go text 6 people you haven't texted in this last year, and say, "I was just thinking about you." That's all it is. It's that simple. 36 seconds, 6 seconds apiece. Reach out to 6 people. I promise you, it will save lives. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, sister. It might encourage a conversation, and I can't be sorry for that, because it's probably a conversation you need to be involved with at some point anyway. I know that humans are to be relational. That's why we do what this is. And I know that proactively inserting yourself into other people's lives will make a difference. That's what I know. Take the time to do it. Be part of the shock and awe, and be part of that campaign. Reach out to 6 of your battle buddies today. And it don't even have to be veteran or first responder. I literally think it's good to reach out to everyone. And if you watch our show regularly, like Mr. Jeremy Daniels, if you can reach out to 6 people every week, that is roughly 312. Is that right? Did I do the math right? 612. Close enough. 412. I don't know.
312.
312 people. Awesome. What's next for you, Mr. Becker? Where are you going next? What are you working on?
Just trying to write some more music, get the inspiration going. Took a break for a little bit, then just gonna jump back on the wagon and see where it goes. Writing and collaborating with others. So if you're interested or you have an interest in writing music, reach out to me. I'm on Facebook, social media. You can find all my contact information out there. So feel free to hit me up.
We threw up your Spotify channel. So that'll be out there. But again, check out Lo Becker on Facebook and all other social media channels and platforms. You'll be hearing Mr. Becker on WeP3 Radio starting on the 4th of July. I better recant that. I know WeP3 Radio will be playing on the 4th of July. We'll get the music to our producer, and hopefully he can get them uploaded by then. And so I don't want to overstate or overstep, but it will be soonish. So,
That's exciting.
Miss Eichmann, what do you got?
Oh, I have a couple notes actually that just wanted to remind everybody. This is coming up way too fast because now we are just 2 months from September. But anyway, the 26th of August, again, we are joining the Operation Zero event at Veterans Lake of Ramsey. So those of you that are Northwest Metro area will be in Mark's backyard, front yard, sideways, I don't know, but up in his neighborhood on that day, the 26th of August. And then the 9th of September, one or both of us and maybe some others from our board will run down to join Mr. Jason Steiner, who I haven't seen pop in. He might be on vacation this week, but at Hero Stock, weird because he was actually just up in Minnesota a couple weekends ago, and it was a little too busy. It was a up-down trip for him, but down near Lincoln, Nebraska, in a little town called Ashland, he'll be having Hero Stock event on September 9th again. And then we're working on our October Nashville takeover. Not a lot of details yet because, they're all just details. And so I feel like we're going to have a big explosion of things to share when that all comes through. So, yeah, and then keep an eye out next weekend. We have Mr. Richard Fitz and Mr. Brian Romans showing up to join us next week. I only have one screen, and when I came back, what the hell is this message right here?
I know, right?
What?
Man.
It is a good thing, right? Whoever this Facebook user is. Lo Peterson and I were both teachers. So. We're those old-fashioned teachers.
Is that what it is? Old-fashioned?
Yeah, we're old-fashioned.
I think they're funny. I'm willing to bet it's Bobby still, but
No, because I got Bobby
it's
right
not?
here. It's not Bobby.
Oh.
And I want to say hi to I didn't throw this up, and I should throw it up. We did for a while because they were super supportive at our event down in Coppell, Texas. But right behind Jonathan there, the old Warriors and Whiskey banner hangs, and I want to thank them. And you guys check them out because they've got. Oh, Jonathan, help me with the name of their.
Warriors and Whiskey Club, Veterans Whiskey Club. What are we looking for?
What is their the name of the whiskey they just came out with?
Brass and Anchor.
There, thank you. I could see kind of the logo, but it wasn't working. Okay, Brass and Anchor. Yeah. How was it, by the way, Jonathan?
It is delicious. It is absolutely phenomenal. Super smooth, easy to drink. It's fantastic.
So there's probably none left to share. Is that what you're saying?
I can get another bottle, maybe. You can't have the first one.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's really worth it.
So that was Jason Spencer that we had on the show, right? And then Stephen Cote.
Mhm.
Am I saying that right? Okay.
He's
So
there.
yeah, thanks. And then Deborah, who came right down to the event to hang out with us. So thanks, you guys. That's, man, if only we had more time, more money. And oh, it is Bobby talking about teachers.
Yeah, I told you, rotten sock. I don't remember that, Bobby.
We're smart teachers, though, Bobby. You know that story. Ingenious.
From the hip,
Invented.
on the hip. It was not me. Shots fired. All good. Jonathan, what do you got in closing?
Kind of going off the first song from Mr. Becker. If you could do it all over again, would you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
just the point. Just live life with no regrets, man. There's two ways it happens. You either move forward or you learn from it, and then you move forward. But then that's it. You don't have to regret. You just got to keep moving.
Yep. Definitely. That's what I told my wife. I was like, you got to go through. Some of us don't ever really go through it, but it'll hit you someday, But as long as you keep moving forward, you learn from those, and it makes you who you are today, So.
And I do see why you had to tell her that it wasn't necessarily about her.
I was like, well, if I didn't go through all that bad stuff or those bad relationships, I would have never found the good one.
That's right. Wouldn't appreciate what you had.
Exactly.
Mr. Becker.
Good to say.
Yes, sir.
This is like one of the shorter shows we do. We always tell people it's an hour, but we go like 2 hours most of the time, but it is what it is. You got a new one coming out.
I do. This is one that I felt like sharing. It's not released anywhere, so whoever's listening right now, you're gonna hear this song, unless you tune off right now, which would not be cool.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah, this one. I think it's funny how I guess this one fell into place because the company that I worked with recently just ended up closing their doors. For this Friday was their last day. They got hit by that Silicon Valley bank. So, but I don't know. It's just about like kind of keeping your head up and keep moving forward, just kind of like what Jonathan talked about. So this one's called Riding High. I'm riding on the wind and the world's at my feet. The clouds in the sky and I'm feeling so free. The sun up above, it lights up my way as I keep on going. I'm riding high. Keep on going, never gonna stop, gonna find my own way. No matter what, I'm never gonna give up, never gonna slow down, gonna keep riding high, gonna keep on riding high. Stars in the night, they light up my way. So keep on going, I'm never gonna stray. The wind in my hair, feeling so free. I'm never gonna stop, I'm riding high. I'm gonna keep on going, never gonna stop. Gonna find my own way. No matter what, I'm never gonna give up, never gonna slow down. Gonna keep riding high. Gonna keep on riding high. I'm never gonna give up, never gonna slow down. Gonna keep riding high. Gonna keep on riding high. I'm never gonna give up, never gonna slow down. Gonna keep riding high. Gonna keep on riding high. I'm never gonna give up, never gonna slow down. Gonna keep riding high. Gonna keep on 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 riding high.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Keep on riding high, man. Just do it.
Oh yeah.
If you're struggling to find that message at any given moment, remember we're just a phone call away. We're just a text message away. We're just a shout out on any of our social media chats. We're there. We are here for you, and we are here to help support you at your lowest and, to be honest with you, your highest moments. We appreciate all those that have come and commented in tonight's show. As you can tell, and if you haven't seen our show before and been on our show, we welcome everyone and all, and we support all those who have served. And you know what? If you didn't have a chance to serve, we can provide a chance for you to serve as well. If that's something, even I believe that's Bobby, but even you, Bobby, we love you, man. We love you. Thanks for coming and checking us out this week on We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for being here. If you can hang for a moment, we'll do a little post collab if you got time. I know you got some young ones running around and you might need to have some family time. I totally get that. Hey, check us out on Monday on our WeP3 weekly debrief, where we'll share specifically the mission of the People's Patriot Project and what we are getting done and how you can be a part of that. And with that said, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the shock and awe. And let's go get our brothers and sisters and bring them all the way home. Thanks for everything. Patriot Pride.
Patriot Pride.